Hey guys, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to do my year-end makeup empties. And if you're sitting on your couch looking at your phone going, girl, it is the 7th of January. Yes, that is when I'm filming this video. I am very behind. I have a good excuse. My sister came home from out of state for a week and I just camped out at my parents' house for a full week without my makeup, without anything. And it was worth it. Okay, so I took pictures of the groups of empties and I'm going to insert them over here so when I'm talking about them you can see what I'm talking about. And let me open the files really quick on my computer. Okay, so we're gonna start with the base, which is primers, and I used up 3 deluxe size samples, which will be on the screen. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And I am right now almost done with another primed and peachy, like a full-size one. That one should be done definitely by the end of February. So look forward to that. For foundations, I finished off 5 full-size and 2 deluxe size samples and 1 like actual sample from Sephora. Yes, the CoverGirl True Matte or True Blend Matte Made, that one is the clear favorite of the group. There are 3 of them. Moving on. The Tarte one had the best coverage, but that was the super controversial Shape Tape foundation that was super sketchy and everyone hated. It had awesome coverage and I actually really liked it, but they discontinued it like immediately. And I haven't tried the new formula, so if you guys have and you like it, let me know in the comments. I'm not super worried about it one way or the other. I have lots of foundation to go through. If you guys didn't see my inventory video, it should be up before this one, and I will link it in the cards, whatever side that is, so you can check that out to know what I have still in my collection, if you're curious. Okay. So for powders, I used up 2 deluxe samples and then 3 full size. The Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer is actually like the white shimmery powder, and I used that as an all over face powder, so I counted that as a powder. You're shocked. And then I did have 1 conjoined product. This is also from Wet n Wild, the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. So there was a bronzer side and a powder side, and the powder I counted in powder, so really I used up 4 powders. Anyway, and then again, I did use up that bronzer side, and then going straight into bronzers, I used up 2 minis, the Hoola and the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that came in like that mini Mirror Butter set, and then I used up my full-size butter bronzer, which I never thought would happen, so there we go. Moving right on to blush. I used up 2 blushes this year, which has never happened before in my life. Go me. I used up a Wet n Wild blush. This is one of the ombre blushes. It was super pretty, very glowy. You could really pile it on and no one would notice. And then the Tarte birthday one. I don't remember what it was called, to be honest. I think I've already thrown the packaging away. And then moving into highlighters, I used up 1 cream and 1 powder. That little empty pan is from a Maybelline palette. So 2 highlighters down. I definitely didn't talk about concealer. Let's circle back. I used up 4, 2 of the Makeup Revolution ones, a Color Pop one, which was way too light for me, and then a NYX one, which they're all fine. I like the Makeup Revolution one best, and right now I am using the Shape Tape by Tarte, and honestly, they're exactly the same. I don't see a difference at all because I don't really get the hype with Shape Tape. Okay, moving on. I did highlighter and blush. What's next? Let's just jump into eye stuff. So for pan eyeshadows, I used up I used up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I used up 13 regular pan eyeshadows and then 3 ColourPop Super Shock shadows. If you can see in 2 of those Super Shock shadows, there's still product in them. Yes, there is, because I've had them and I've used it. I used them as much as I could before they were too dry to use. So I'm counting them. I don't know what to tell you. That is a blend of Morphe, NYX, Wet n Wild, and then Beauty Concepts are the really small ones. Then jumping into the other cream eyeshadows, there are two NYX jumbo pencils that are in this that, again, you can see have product, but they are just too old. Like, I didn't use them all the way up in time, but I'm still counting them because I paid for them and they are going out of my collection. So, and then I use up a mini Stila, a e.l.f. eye primer, the e.l.f. Magnificent Nettles, and then the Mally Age Rebel eyeshadow too. For eyeliner, it was a lot of the same stuff. Like, there was a lot of stuff that had expired and I used it as much as I could before it started to irritate my eye. So the two Wonder Woman eyeliners and then the three little Wet n Wild ones, that's the case with those. There's a couple of, there's an e.l.f., a Jordana, a CoverGirl, a Maybelline, a couple of NYX, a Marc Jacobs, and then an NYC, which that brand's not even around anymore, and a ColourPop pencil eyeliner. Yes, so those ones were all varying successes. I don't really have a great favorite eyeliner. I like the Stila one, honestly, but I can't recall if Stila's cruelty-free at this moment in time. So, for eyebrows, I used up 3 brow pencils, 2 of the e.l.f., 1 of the CoverGirl. The CoverGirl was meh. It was $11. I think that's insane. For brow products, for like gels, there's a Anastasia mini, a Urban Decay mini, the Grande Lash mini. I just put it with the brow stuff because I didn't know where to put it because it irritated my eyes immediately. Do you hear that outside? And then the Essence Make Me Brow is a staple. I have one currently that I'm using. It's almost gone. For mascara, I used up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 of those are the Essence False Effect Princess Lash, whatever they're called, the green one. 1 is a Too Faced Better Than Sex. 1 is a CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I hated that mascara. It was ew. The others are all minis of varying degrees of hype. I kind of hated them all, not gonna lie. But those two, the Too Faced Better Than Sex is fine, but I like the Essence one better, and it's $3, so. Moving on, some more lip products. So I finished off 5 lip liners. Go me. I only have 2 left in my collection. I have finished off 3 liquid lips or glosses. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like bullet lipsticks. So there's 2 e.l.f. exfoliating, and then there's like a no brand chapstick and a sugared lip treatment, and then the others are lipsticks. The dual-ended Bite Beauty lipstick, I only finished one side this year. The other side was already done. What else is in this file? So I did finish off 4 nail polishes, which if I look back on my last video, I'll write it on the screen, but I feel like that's less than last year. Last year I did a lot better, especially since 3 of these were minis and 1 was a julep nail polish. I definitely did better last year. Jumping straight into perfume, which is the last section of this video, I finished off 3 full-size Bath & Body sprays, queen, and then 1 travel size, amazing, 3 of the Scentbird perfumes, and a mini deluxe size of the Marc Jacobs Daisy, which low-key I do not like. And then honestly, I'm not going to count, but you can see it on the screen how many sample size perfumes I used up. A lot. There was one month where I literally think I went through like 9, and I don't know if I was just like really gross that month and like didn't shower, so I extra sprayed myself with perfume, or what I did, but there was a lot. Okay, and then very briefly, these were the sample foily makeup products that I used. I do kind of keep them and track them just for kind of like shits and giggles. That's all. So that's everything that I used up for 2019 for Makeup Empties. I'm going to have the total on the screen here for you in case you're interested. And I do have my December Makeup Empties is also up, so I can link that as well. I hope you guys have had a good 2019 and you're having a great 2020 so far. I love you guys. If you want to hang out with me anywhere else, it's all down below in the description box. Words are very hard. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye, everyone.